drop your name into the chat box and let us know who invited you today and where you're dialing in from. Now, I reside in the USA, Charlotte, North Carolina, originally from the great state of New Jersey. We're excited today because we called an audible. Let's bless people on Good Friday and share information with them about this amazing opportunity. And that is exactly what we are going to do. Now, I want you to grab pen and paper, jot down any questions that you may have as we go through the presentation, because we will have a Q&A after the presentation is completed. We want to make sure that you leave us here today fully educated about this industry so that you can make an educated decision about your financial future. Now, this is an interactive Zoom. We're family here. Feel free to type in the chat box as we go through sharing information. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and bring up our first presenter today. She is a beautiful wife and a mother of two boys, 1-year-old and 4-year-old. She is originally from the United Kingdom, but now resides in the beautiful island of Tobago. Now, she owns multiple businesses, not only in Tobago and Trinidad, but also in the United Kingdom. She is part of the prestigious 2020 Club, and she's exceeded that, which means that she has helped over 20 families get closer to financial freedom. Now, she is my top leader in Trinidad and Tobago, and she is an inspiration to all of the planet. You see, she is on a mission to bless as many lives as she can around the world to help them achieve their legacy. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you Emma J. Regis. Emma J., have you made it to the line?
I certainly have, Miss D. Can you see and hear me clearly?
I see you looking like a ray of sunshine. Happy Good Friday. Take it away.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Blessings to each and every one of you on the line today. Happy Good Friday. As Director Reeve says, my name is Emma J. Regis. I am originally from the UK, but I now reside in the beautiful twin island of Trinidad and Tobago, namely Tobago, right? And as today is Good Friday, we wanted to bless you guys. Listen, the sun is shining outside. I can't wait to get to the beach. But you know something? I had to stop and pause for a moment. Why? Because the week that we have had so far has been crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, this business opportunity that you are about to hear about is taking the islands and the global markets by storm. And the reason I got into this amazing opportunity, it's simple. I wanted freedom. You see, Miss Reeve says that I am a mother of two. I've got two handsome boys. I've got a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I'm also a wife, but I also have multiple businesses. And I wanted something that was able to work in my pockets of time rather than me having to work on their time, right? I didn't want a job. I wanted a business opportunity where I created my own freedoms, I created my own paths, and those two boys, my miracle babies, there's no reason for me to miss out on any milestones. Why? Because I have my freedom. So, freedom comes in many forms: financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom. And when you ask somebody what it is that they want to do, no matter what they say, it still equates to freedom. Right? Because nobody wants to be tied by the chains and shackles of life of working your 9 to 5 and having more month than money when you get paid. It doesn't make any sense. So here, ladies and gentlemen, in this business opportunity, I was able to design my ideal life. And guess what? You are going to be able to do just that. You see, here, you are able to discover how you can earn more, travel more, and experience more. Okay, this is a freedom math behind the travel business, you see, ladies and gents, because travel isn't just about booking trips. No, there is more to that. And we're going to discuss that in this amazing presentation tonight, today, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So you're going to learn how you can build a strong network. What does that mean? That means you're able to embrace and empower others and yourself. You have an unlimited income opportunity, and you have it right in the fingertips of your own hands. You're able to benefit from e-commerce, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean for you? When COVID-19 hit, what was the only thing that didn't go down? That's right, it's the internet, right? And with this opportunity, you are able to work from anywhere at any time. Why? Because there's no inventories or no quotas. You don't have a boss above you. Guess what? You are your own boss. Right. And then you can become a travel professional. And I know many of you on the line tonight either are traveling already, wants to travel, or knows people that are doing it. But here you're able to become a travel professional, earn the commissions, the money you've been leaving on the table, and learn the secrets of a travel professional. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're probably wondering, well, who are we? And I'm very glad that you've asked. We are Planet Marketing. We are a company that's managed as a business should be. Ladies and gentlemen, that gentleman you see on the right of the screen, that is Mr. Donald Bradley. He is our Planet Marketing CEO and founder, but he's also the gentleman with the vision behind this amazing vehicle. You see, Mr. Bradley said that he wanted ordinary people to have extraordinary lives and therefore put together this amazing vehicle. So Planet Marketing, they are based in Atlanta, Georgia, in America. They are a company with solid leadership and they have reps in over 20 countries. We're an online business provider. And to date, ladies and gentlemen, we have paid out over 350 million in commissions. Now, let me draw your attention to Mr. Dwayne Vansell. He is the Planet Marketing President. Mr. Vansell has over 20 years of marketing and leadership experience. And then we go across to him because partnered with him is Miss Leanne Treckler. She is our COO. Again, another person with over 20 years experience in management and administration, therefore ensuring that the planet is run as it should be. Now, you're probably thinking, all right, well, it's a marketing company. Well, what's your product? And I'm so glad you're firing these questions at me because, ladies and gentlemen, our product is in one of the largest and sexiest industries in the world, which is travel, something that we don't have to chase or convince persons to do because they're doing it anyway. Our home agency is IntelliTravel. You see, this is not a platform. This is your essentials, your four walls, everything that you need to be successful in business. So, IntelliTravel, they're based in Delray Beach, Florida. The gentleman you see on the screen there, that is Mr. James Ferrara. He is the IntelliTravel CEO. Now, IntelliTravel, they are a 35-year-old company with leading innovators in the travel industry, right? And they have accreditations and certifications from CLIA, which is a Cruise Line International Association, to the BBB, which is the Better Business Bureau. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Because we are recognized for excellence. And if you want to know how it works, it's simple. There was an exclusive partnership between the two companies, Planet and IntelliTravel. So we sell travel and Planet sells us. Simple as that. To date, ladies and gentlemen, we have done an astonishing 5.5 billion in travel bookings. You heard that right. And if you've been booking travel for you or anyone else and you are not a travel business owner, you have been leaving money on the table. So let's go down to the bottom of the screen where we see those industry awards and recognitions and slide yourself across to the right to where it says Travel Weekly Magellan Award. Now, if you know anything about the Grammys, we'll see that as the Grammys in travel. But ladies and gentlemen, we haven't won it just once. No, we have won it multiple times. Now, let me ask you a question because a lot of people on the line here, did you know that commissions are already built inside your travel bookings? And I'm going to stop there. When you say, but oh, I book with a travel agent. Oh, but I book directly with Booking.com, Expedia, Travelocity. You have been giving them your money. Why? Because you could be booking it for yourself and earning your own commissions. Ladies and gentlemen, we want you to enjoy the infinite possibilities as a travel business owner. And what does that mean for you? 70 to 80, that's 70 to 80% of commissions. You will receive a full-fledged at-home travel agency. You'll have your state-of-the-art booking portal, be partnered with every major supplier worldwide. Correct. every major supplier worldwide. They're our business partners. Why? Because they want us to sell their inventory. It simply makes sense. And we make a saving on it. It makes sense, right? You have your own payment gateway, customer management support, and software. And you're probably saying, well, Emma J, well, what sort of trips can I book? We have 31 people on the line. I want you to put everything in that chat because you see, people think that travel is just holidays, flights, accommodations. No, any and everything named sports, entertainment, or travel, there is a commission tied in. So, group cruises, churches, church retreats, corporate retreats, honeymoons, divorce trips, destination weddings, anything travel and entertainment, ladies and gents, there is a commission that is tied on to it. You see, this is a full turnkey business, customer support, management services, on-demand agent training. And you see across there on that screen where it says, welcome back on that dashboard. All that's missing there is your name because it's going to be your business. You have access to all of our major suppliers worldwide, and you'll have sales and marketing material and a lot more. And again, Emma, what do I have access to? Everything. Cruises, vacation packages, tours, excursions, train tickets, car rentals, any and everything, name travel and entertainment and sports, there is a commission tied in. So a lot of people say, well, Emma J, why travel? Why now? I've been traveling for years. Do you know something? I spin it back round and say, well, why not travel and why not now? Ladies and gentlemen, travel is an $11.5 trillion industry projected to hit $15 trillion. Today is Good Friday. It's a blessing for us to be home. It's a blessing for you to be here to hear this information. But if you were at work, you may be out there looking for your next vacation on your office hours. Why? Because the travel is a #1 research category online between the hours of 9 to 5. And let's break it down to see who is actually out there doing this traveling. So if any of these categories apply to you, pop it in the chat. So our baby boomers, they are fueling the growth and they're spending approximately $2.5 trillion in travel annually. But slide across to our Generation X's. They're spending approximately $3 trillion annually, but they like that quality over quantity, that maintaining the work lifestyle balance. But then we have my crew, the millennials, and we're spending approximately $4 trillion annually. But then slide up now to our current generation, our Gen Zs. They are jet setters, our leisure travelers. And so far, they are spending approximately $1.5 trillion annually. Ladies and gentlemen, recognize the trend. Travel isn't going anywhere except for going up. So, many of you on this line have a cellular phone. And how would you feel about turning that into an ATM? Ladies and gentlemen, get paid on what you're doing anyway, right? Because let's face it, almost everyone you know wants to travel or is traveling. We are in the school holidays. We are in the Easter break. And guess what? The island here in Tobago is full. Why? Because everybody's traveling. They just don't realize they can get paid. So talk about money. You're saying, well, Emma, all right, I've heard enough now. How much money can I actually earn? And I'm glad you keep throwing these questions at me because I've got some industry examples for you. So who knows any frequent business travelers? They travel 3 times a month and they stay 3 nights. But guess what? They book it through your portal. You haven't done a single thing, but you've earned a commission check of over 150 US dollars. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. All of the currency that we are talking about tonight is in USD currency. Now, would 151 US dollars take a bill or two off of the table for you? Here's another example. Let's talk about sports. But guess what? You don't have to be a sports fanatic or a sports person to be able to book a sports trip. And as this example says, it's a golf trip, a 5-day golf trip for a group of 4. And being a golfer myself, I know that golfers travel in groups. So had a request to book a 5-day golf trip for a group of 4 golfing in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, you see, we get partnered with all those major suppliers. So we contact the supplier, we check their inventory. That's something that may take about 35 minutes, maybe an hour tops. but that time would certainly be worth a commission check of over 270 US dollars for something that I was going to do anyway. It simply makes sense. But here's another example. Perhaps somebody's got wedding bells chiming, or perhaps you're getting married yourself. You go ahead and you book a 7-day honeymoon, but you throw it all out there because you know what? You do it all inclusive, complete with butler service, a luxury resort in Cancun. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this may take you, say, an hour tops, but would that not be worth a commission check of over 560 US dollars? I hope you guys are taking notes and recognizing the trends as we go through the examples. But the next one is my ultimate favorite. You see, being a cruise specialist, certified cruise specialist, may I add, because of this amazing business opportunity, I understand that, guess what? Cruises are one of the niches that pays the most commissions, but also it's also a niche where people can either travel individually, solo, as a couple, or as a group, right? So I get a request for a 5-day group cruise, and they want 20 cabins because they're sailing on a Western Caribbean cruise. Again, I go to my supplier, I check my inventory, I complete everything, make sure my clients are happy. Meanwhile, Uncle Bubba's arguing with Aunt Martha's Uncle Desroy. Why? Because family reunions, they can never get on. But that's not my business, right? I've booked their trip. It's taken me less than an hour. I've set up their payment plan. They've got their 20 cabins. And guess what I've got? A commission check of over 2,200 US dollars. Now, would that not take a bill or two off of the table, ladies and gents, for something that you either are going to do anyway, you're already doing, or you want to do? It simply makes sense. You see, here, ladies and gentlemen, we love to have fun learning and earning, and we are able to educate ourselves from a client's perspective on our exclusive IntelliTrips. Now, you will be able to join in and do exactly the same as a travel business owner. You see, we're able to become better educated on our vendors and suppliers. And let me just draw your attention to the bottom of the screen where it says Dream Maker, Vacation Builder, and Travel Genius. You see, ladies and gentlemen, here you have the ability to advance your way through each level of certification and position yourself for increased earnings. You see, in the travel industry, our classrooms aren't those sticky boardrooms. No, our classrooms look a little bit something like this. So we did a trip to Negril, Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. We did 3 nights, 4 days, all-inclusive resort. And we did that to go and get our wellness travel certification. But what blew my mind, ladies and gents, was the price that we paid. Drop it down for me. 499 US dollars per person as an agent, 3 nights, 4 days in Negril, and came back certified. Here's another example, but this time we did it to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Again, 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, but it was a 5-star diamond resort, right? Because we were getting our luxury travel advisor certificate. Again, drop the price for me, guys. 720 US dollars. Now, $499 in Jamaica, $720 per person in Punta Cana. You can even get 1 night in a destination, in either of those destinations, for that price, let alone 3, and come back certified. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see what we have is our IntelliTrust guarantees, because we understand that in business, everyone sees it as a risk, but we're letting you know that our opportunity is risk-free. So our first guarantee is the best travel price guarantee. So a client comes to you and you do a booking for them, and they go away within the first 7 days of that booking and they see it cheaper somewhere else. They come to you and they tell you, well, the beauty is we are able to offer price match. But in the event that we aren't able to meet or beat the price, IntelliTravel will provide your client with the difference in IntelliBucks, call it credits, to use towards their next travel booking with you. The second one, ladies and gents, is our no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. And that's exactly what it says right there. Come in, try the business, try it for 29 days. We normally say 30, but everyone likes to leave it to the last minute. Give yourself that waiver. If within those 29 days, it's not for you, you decide that I don't want to do this, I don't want to make commissions, I don't enjoy doing this anymore, whatever the reason is, you can cancel and get all of your monies back, no questions asked. Okay. But the third one is my ultimate favorite. Why? Because it's our unique profit guarantee. And see where it says there 100% risk free, satisfaction guaranteed. Now, as a business owner and entrepreneur, I understand that, listen, 29 days is not enough time to really try and test a business. So, Mr. Ferrara says, come in, try the business for 12 months. And if you do not make or save what you invested, guess what? IntelliTravel will cut you a check for the difference, and you still get to keep your travel business. Who does that, ladies and gentlemen? We do it. Why? Simply because we know that this works and it's changing lives globally. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to thank you so much for giving me your undivided attention for the first half of today's presentation. I took you to the beaches of the world, but I'm about to bring you a lady who's going to take you to the banks. You see, there's only two places that we visit here, the beaches and the banks of the world. Now, this lady, she is what we called a one-star director in this phenomenal opportunity. She resides in Charlotte, North Carolina. She has a team in over 17 countries. She is part of the prestigious 40/40 Club. She's also in the top 1% of leaders in this amazing opportunity. And success leaves clues. But what blows my mind is that she retired back in 2024 as a vice president of a prestigious bank in America. But she retired with a plan. And now she is changing lives globally with intention. She's helping these people see their way through when they didn't think that there was a way possible. And she has helped me and the larger team. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome to the room Miss Donna Reeves, my coach and mentor. Donna, have you made it to the line?
I am back, Emma J. Can you see and hear me clearly?
I certainly can. You're gold as ever. Take our blessings away.
Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, excited that you decided to spend your Good Friday with us. As Emma J said, my name is Donna Reeves. I spent 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank. And many people ask me, Donna, why did you do this business when you had a great career? And I answer it the same every single time. I never want anybody to be the captain of my ship, taking me or trying to take me to my wealthy place where my financial future lies. I want to be driving that vehicle. So today, I'm going to talk to you about building a network. You see, I want to show you how you can empower yourself and others through leverage and residual income. You see, my favorite uncle, that's Warren Buffett, he says never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. He didn't say go out and get a second and third job, because 2 and 3 jobs are for 2 and 3 people. He said create a second source, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. Now, the first we're going to discuss is leveraged income. And I know a lot of people say, I'm not a salesperson, but actually, every single one of us is. Why? You go to a great restaurant and you tell people how good the food was. You see a great movie and you're telling people they need to go see that movie. Ladies, you find a great hairstylist and you're sending your sisters there. Brothers, you see or have a great barber, you're sending your friends there as well. That is sales. That is referrals. But you see, the difference is in that instance, they're not compensating you for those referrals. You see here, when you share this information with someone and they lock arms with you as a travel agency owner, you are going to get a $50 direct sale. Now, I know you're saying, Donna, I know you did not bring me here today to talk about $50, and you're right. I'm here to talk to you about much, much more. Because you see, when that person that locked arms with you and became a travel agency owner goes out and does the same thing, they're going to get that $50 direct sale commission, but you are going to get a 50% check match. If they make 1,000 this week, you're making 500. If they make 5,000 this week, you're making 2,500. If they make a fortune this week, you're making half a fortune. And then in addition, when you get to the level of gold builder, you will start earning $10 team bonuses that start at 10 and go all the way up to $60. Now at the bottom of the screen, it says there's no limits on direct sales, matches, or team bonuses. Upfront commissions are paid weekly. And on this side of the house, we get paid weekly as well as monthly. And our payday during the week is Thursday, which was yesterday. And we loved when the money hits our account. So next I want to talk about our builder program. You see, Mr. Bradley loves sports and he mirrored this off of the Olympics. I don't know if any of you recently watched the Olympics, but they're powerful, right? So when 3 people lock arms with you and they become agency owners, you're a bronze builder. Add another 3, 6, you're a silver builder and you've already made back your investment plus some. 9, you are a gold builder. Now, just like the Olympics, people don't train just to get a bronze or silver medal. No, they want to get that gold medal and stand at the top of that podium representing their country proudly. Well, here, when you become a gold builder, which means that 9 people have locked arms with you, you get 3 additional streams of income. The first is a $10 team bonus. So instead of making 50 on the direct sale, it's 60. And then that 50% check match goes from 25 to 35. In addition, you're going to get a 10% match on your personal ITA's travel commissions. Remember that cruise that Emma J talked about where somebody earned a $2,200 commission? Well, if you were the gold builder that introduced that person to this business, they're going to get the $2,200, but the company is going to give you 10% or $220. Now, what's great about that? You don't know about the cruise. You don't know who was on the cruise. You don't know who was doing the cha-cha slide by the Lido deck, nor do you care. But what you do know is that 10% or $220 dropped on your international debit card or in your bank account. And then last, you're going to get a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commissions. You see here, we're giving matrices away like Oprah gave Carr. You get a matrix and you get a matrix and you get a matrix. You see, when you join us on the rep side where you have the ability to sell the travel agency franchise, everybody has a matrix. That's a 3x9 team build matrix. And I want you to pay close attention to team. You're not doing this alone. But this is also where the residual income component kicks in. Residual, you say? Yes. Do something once and get paid over and over and over again for it. I always use the example of one of the greatest entertainers of all time, Michael Jackson. Now, he's been gone for decades, but every single time his music is played, his estate earns income. Now that is what we have here. So I want you to look over at level and you see there is a lock on level 2. When 2 people join you in this business model, it unlocks your matrix. But let's go down to the bronze builder. Remember, you blessed 3 people with businesses. And on that level, there's 27 agency seats. If you multiply that by the $4 bill, you can earn up to $156. You see, every agency that joins you in your organization, whether you brought them in or not, you begin to earn $4 on every active agency. Let's go down to silver. You're responsible for 6. There's 729 seats on that level. Multiply that by 4, it's 4,368. Now, if you were the gold builder that brought the individual in that earned 4,368, you got it. You're going to earn 10% from the company or $436.80. But you already know we're not stopping there. We're running for gold. At gold, 9 people have locked arms with you saying, I want to do what you do. On that level, there's 19,683 seats. If you add all those agency seats up, it's over 29,500. Multiply that by the $4 bill, and it's over $118,000. And yes, there are people, many, many, many people in our organization making over $100,000 on the $4 bill. It is powerful. But once you become a gold builder, it opens up the gates for you for directorship. So let's look at the 1-star director. You and your team have grown to 100. Remember, you're only responsible for locking arms with 9. Are you going to stop at 9? No, because we want to bless as many people as we can. Multiply that 100 times the $4 bill. That's $400. You're going to get on the 10th of every single month. But when you become a director bonus kicks in that you get on the 1st of the month. So as a 1-star monthly bonus, you are going to earn $500. In addition, you get another $10 team bonus. So instead of making 50 on every direct sale, it's 70. And that 50% check match goes from 25 to 45. But I want you to look over where it says in the gray box, second bullet down, 1-star directors receive 1,000 monthly income guaranteed from all sources. What that means is at the end of the month, the system is going to look. And if you only made 800, the company's going to give you the other 2. If you made 700, they're going to give you the other 3 to ensure that as a director, you earn a minimum of $1,000 every single month. So let's go down to the 5-star director, which is where that $10 team bonus caps off. 4,000 agencies locked arms with you, 4 times 4, $16,000. You're getting on the 10th of the month. But on the 1st of the month, that director bonus, which as you can see is doubled all the way down, is $10,000. Now, at that level, you're making 110 on every direct sale, and that 50% check match is $85. And on every sale or every collaboration, when somebody joins you in this business as a travel agency owner, that $10 through $60 matriculates through your organization. So that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 is being paid somewhere. But I want you to come down to the 7-star director because we just crowned a 7-star. And this is a young lady out of the United Kingdom. So let's look at her numbers. 25,000. She has a team of 25,000 times that $4 bill. It's $100,000. She has more than 25,000 on her team. Then on the 1st of the month, she gets that director bonus of $30,000. And I can tell you, she has a team of over 30,000. She is bringing in over $167,000 a month, which makes her a multi-millionaire. We have no 8, 9, or 10-star directors, and all that means is we're just getting started. Now, Mr. Bradley also believes in blessing his people through the Presidential Ring and Rolex program. So when you're making $8,333 per month, which is $100,000 annually, he's going to bless you with the Sapphire ring. $20,833 per month, which is $250,000, he's going to bless you with the ruby ring. $41,666 per month, which is $500,000 annually. He's going to bless you with the diamond ring. And I don't know anybody that doesn't like diamonds. And then $83,333 per month, which is yielding you $1,000,000. He is going to bless you with the double diamond ring. Now we have too many sapphire, ruby, and diamond ring wearers to go through that, but I can tell you our double diamond ring wearers, we currently have 9, and 2 of those are multimillionaires. And then when you become a 5-star director, he's also going to bless you with a Rolex diamond encrusted timepiece. Now, this is our income disclosure statement. You see here in the IRS, we pay taxes on every penny that we make over $600. So this is what we report to the Internal Revenue Service. So go down and look at the Gold Builder. Gold Builder worked an average of 15 hours in 2025. There was a Gold Builder that made over $655,000. But let's come down to the director, 6-star, because we hadn't crowned our 7-star at that time. 6-star directors made an average of $1,000,000. Now, what I want to point out is this is the income disclosure statement only for Planet Marketing. We pay out over $6.5 million a month in commission. Now, I'm not talking about IntelliTravel, because IntelliTravel, we pay out over $6.5 million as well. So I know the print is small here. If you want to see this document up close and personal, get back to the person that invited you and they will send it over to you. Now, this is the best slide in this whole presentation. So if you've listened to nothing else that I've said, please pay close attention to this. This is the Planet Marketing Pledge and exactly why I've planted my flag here with this company. And I'm going to read it verbatim. As a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. You see, when I became a director, I immediately got legal documents in the mail asking me, who do you want to be your beneficiaries? I'm not married. I have no children. So I have my 3 siblings, as well as my 2 favorite nieces as my benefactors. If I die today, all of the money that I make on a weekly and monthly basis will be divided equally between all of them, and they will get that for the rest of their lives. And guess what? When they die, it passes to their benefactors. And when they die, it passes to theirs. This is the legacy. Why is this so important to me? As I said, 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank. When I retired in June of 2024, did I get a pledge? Did I get a legacy? Did I get anything that I could bless anybody in my family with? Absolutely not. What I got was a $150 gift card and a plaque. After 19 years of serving them, making them millions and millions of dollars. This is why this company is so different. You see, Mr. Bradley says, work with me while you're here on earth, and I'm going to bless you then. But when you leave this earth, your family will be taken care of for the rest of theirs. So this is a turnkey business. You're going to get 2 websites, marketing and travel, 2 mobile apps, marketing and travel. You're going to have on-demand training, live training, Zooms like this. But our most important event, which we call our Super Bowl, every single year is our international convention. This year, it is from September 10th through the 12th, and it will be held at the largest Marriott in the world in Orlando, Florida. And it's called Unstoppable. You see, we have no excuses, we have no fear, and we have no limits. Our guest note speaker this year will be Fraser Brooks. Those from the United Kingdom know who he is because that's where he's from. Now residing in Dubai, he is going to come and blow the roof off of the Marriott. Now, I know you're asking, how do I start? You see, price is what you pay, value is what you get. That's not a typo on the screen, but it is in US currency. So you're going to pay a one-time fee for both businesses of $199.90. $19.95 goes to Planet Marketing, $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel. Then 30 days later, your overhead to run your business kicks in, which is $60. With the mobile apps, it's $64.95. Now, people say, well, what am I paying overhead for? You're paying overhead to run $11.5 trillion industry, which everything that is being provided to you is included in that price. Now, I know a lot of people stop for coffee on their way to work every morning. Do you spend more than, if you go to Starbucks, I don't know where you stop for your coffee in other countries, but do you spend more than $2 a day? Absolutely. Absolutely. So for $2 a day, you can be a part of an $11.5 trillion industry that is not stopping. Now, you see, we normally have three different types of people that join us in this Zoom. All I'm asking you to is get mad, make a decision. Number three, say thank you, but no thank you. I honored the invite of who asked me to join, but I am not interested in traveling. I don't want to make money on travel, nor do I want to bless anybody that wants to travel either. And we just say thank you so much for honoring the invite. But I do ask you, when you're ready to book your next trip, go on your next excursion, whatever it may be, get back to the person that invited you so they can earn the commissions on your trip. Number two, say, ooh, this sounded pretty good, but I have questions. We love questions. Please stay on the line and we are going to answer all of your questions today or tonight if you're in the UK. And then number one, say, Don, I told you I was ready to go when Emma J talked about that $2,200 commission from booking 20 cabins. Stay on as well. We want to make sure that you fully understand all that we have to offer. You see, we're on the journey of success. And to start your journey, it takes one step. You've already taken it by joining us today. And the other thousands and thousands and thousands of miles, guess what? You're not traveling them alone. We will be right there with you. You see, because here you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So, on behalf of everybody that invited you today, we want to say to you, welcome to the best place on the planet, and good Friday to each and every one of you. We are going to